Our gold scalping strategy made over 150% profit in just 3 months. But did we just get lucky? In this episode, we are going to test the real power of this strategy by running 4 different stress tests, including other markets, time frames and different trading scenarios to see if this system is really profitable or not. I'm ATP and let's get started. If you missed the previous 3 episodes, here is a quick recap. We are trading on the 5-minute time frame using the Gaussian channel as an entry trigger, the 120 period Kijun Sun as a trend filter, and the volume accumulation percentage with a threshold of 10 as a volume filter. Then we apply a hybrid exit system. We take 30% of the position with a fixed take profit at the 1 to 0.75 and let the other 70% run with a trailing stop loss using the ATR bands with a multiplier of 3. The backtest covered 3 months of data from April to June 2025 and included 5 commodities. And the results were insane: a 59.8% win rate, a 156% net profit, low drawdown values, a Sharpe ratio over 9 and a consistent equity curve. But here's the thing, anyone can build a system that looks amazing in one specific backtest. With the right indicators, settings and a bit of luck, you can make almost anything look profitable. But that doesn't mean it will survive in live trading conditions. That's why we run stress or robustness tests. They help us answer the only question that really matters in the end. Is this strategy reliable, or it is just overfitted to the past? So, to answer it, in this episode we are going to perform 4 of the most common robustness tests used by professional traders. Each test introduces a new challenge, a new condition that the strategy needs to overcome. Let me walk you through exactly what we are going to do, starting with test number 1. This one is called Same Conditions but Different Assets. As the name suggests, we are going to keep everything exactly the same. Same time frame, same entry and exit rules, same data sample, but instead of the usual 5 assets, we will apply the strategy to 5 other commodities in the same market. In this case, corn, coffee, sugar, copper and palladium. The goal is to see if our strategy is robust within the commodity space. And as usual, we'll test this using the indicators testing bot, which is the simplest and quickest way to do it. Just select a new asset, keep all inputs identical and launch the backtest. And after getting all the results together, we can see that the strategy stayed profitable across the board, with solid win rates, healthy profit levels and a consistent equity curve. Of course, there was a slight drop in performance, but all metrics remained well above the average. So we can then conclude that this system is not asset specific. It adapts well to other commodities, and that's a strong sign of robustness. Now let's move on to the second test, which I like to call Same Assets, Higher Time Frame. This time we'll keep the same 5 initial assets, but change the time frame to 15 minutes. We'll also extend the backtest window to include 6 months of data, from January to June 2025. And why does this matter? Because a truly robust system should work across multiple time frames and volatility patterns. So, once again, we plug the new settings into our indicators testing bot and download all the results from every asset. And after creating a new Excel sheet, we can see that the system kept a decent win rate with an average of 6% profit per month and acceptable values of drawdown. So we can say that even with a different time frame and twice the amount of data, the system held strong. That's exactly what we want to see. Alright, now it's time to really stress the system by using the test number 3, different markets and different time frame. We are going to apply the exact same strategy, but this time to cryptocurrencies, forex pairs and even a stock, all tested on the 1 hour time frame. We are making no changes to the system rules, just a different market, different volatility structure and different price action. This will show us how well the logic behind the strategy can adapt across unrelated asset classes. Using our indicators testing bot, we applied the exact same rules using the data from January 2024 until June 2025 and ran the test. The results were surprisingly strong, a 60.3% win rate, almost 150% net profit, low values of drawdown and a Sharpe ratio close to 5. Bitcoin and Ethereum performed well, with win rates above 55%, the forex pairs had solid consistency, and even Microsoft, with fewer trades, still showed profit and stability. The equity curve was smooth and upward, showing that even with market and time frame shifts, this system continues to deliver. And that's another great sign of robustness. This proves that the system is not limited to commodities and has the potential to adapt across markets with minimal tweaks. Now the fourth and final test is a classic, the Monte Carlo simulation. This type of test is used to simulate trading volatility and see if that affects the strategy. It reshuffles the order of the trades thousands of times to see how the system reacts to the chaos of real trading. If a strategy only works in one fixed sequence of trades, that's a red flag. But if it remains profitable in every scenario, that's a huge vote of trust. Now, to run this, I'm using a custom Excel model. Every time I double-click on this cell, the entire equity curve is reshuffled. Each time, the trades are placed in a different order, simulating all kinds of possible market conditions. And as you can see, no matter how many times I click, the equity curve remains stable. The drawdown never spikes dramatically and the final results are consistently positive. If you'd like to try this yourself and perform your own Monte Carlo simulations, I'm sharing this exact Excel template along with all my other robustness tests inside the free materials section of our Discord server. It's completely free and the link is in the description. And so, we can definitely say that this system passed all 4 robustness tests. That's rare and it's a huge step forward in proving this strategy is really profitable. So, get ready, because in the next episode we are going to automate this strategy in TradingView and use it in live trading. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Also, if you want to fast track your strategy building process or just copy this one when it's done, you'll find everything inside my website. And hey, if you found this helpful, hit that like button. I'm ATP, thanks for watching and I will see you in the final episode. Bye bye.